What's up, guys? Today I'm posting a video that's kind of interesting that I wanted to talk about. And I'm going to talk about the muscle proportions on a body. And I want to post this video because I hope this video will help improve, the comic book art, the action figures that a lot of us collectors buy, and the animated movies, okay? And I feel one of the problems is, I don't mean to hate on anybody, but what happens is the comic book artists, the animation artists, the action figure designers, they don't really know the proper proportions of a human, muscle proportions of a human body, okay? And I hope this video will help with that, because what will happen is an artist doesn't know, so what happens is these sculptors, these designers will look at that and try to emulate that, so the art is wrong, and now the figures are wrong. And the animation, because they get the art from the comic books as well. And no, that's wrong, and it just becomes a huge mess. So I hope a video like this will help everybody, including myself. Okay, guys? So I'm going to go to my work table. I have a figure and some tools to hopefully help you guys out. Okay, guys, so we're back at my station, and here's my figure, and here's my model I'm going to use to kind of show you guys the proper proportions. This is a Hot Toys Christopher Reeve Superman body that I'm going to use for my Neal Adams style Batman. And here, let's get started. So I have a fabric measuring tape, and you can get that, any craft store near you probably sells it. And what you need to do is you need to put it around and get the circumference of the arm. I got 2.2 3/4. Okay, so what has to happen is the dimension here, the circumference here needs to be the same as the calf, where it's at its biggest, okay? And then from there, on a human body, the quad or the thigh needs to be 10 inches in circumference bigger than the calf, okay? And I did some math, and that's about 166% bigger. So one way to figure that out, if here's a card, I guess you could get the calf dimension, or the circumference, multiply it times 166 and divide by 100. That should give your circumference of the thigh, okay? Now for this figure, they are a little bit smaller than they need to be, but the reason I'm doing that is to kind of respect the comic book art of Neal Adams, because I noticed in his art he really emphasizes the calf muscle, and I feel I'm doing a good job with this figure of doing that. Okay, now moving on. Now I'm going to turn him to the side, and this muscle needs to have the same roundness, okay? This muscle, they have to have the same roundness. That means one can't stick out a little more than the other. From the center, they need to stick out just as much, okay? And here's something interesting. The chest and the back need to come out just the same, okay? Notice that the back doesn't stick out as much. Now, I really have three options to fix that. A, I sand down the chest. B, I add more muscle to the back. Or C, I do a little bit of both, where I take off a little bit of chest and put on a little bit of back. And I think I may go with C. I may take a little off the chest and put a little bit on the back, because he's Batman, okay? He's not Mr. Universe. Another thing, the back, the camera, the back and the glutes need to line up exact. I notice when my hand hits it, I hit the glutes first. So that means I may need a little bit more back muscle. Okay? Now, the hamstring and the calf need to line up exactly. They must hit at the same time, and they do. Okay? And my last two tips to give is the quad should have the same curvature as the back. or the lats, okay? And the trapezius should stick out, have the same curvature as the back, okay? Now, I know I just threw a lot at you guys, but, you know, I mean, I know getting the little circumferences, you know, that may be a little bit too anal, but, you know, that's something to kind of keep in mind, just to kind of think, this is not right, okay? I mean, I threw a lot at you. You're going to like a couple of things I've said, but it's just a thought to go by when you're designing your figures or drawing your comic book characters or sculpting or doing your animation or anything like that, okay? Well, that's all I got to say on the topic, guys. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to like me on Facebook. All right, guys, I'm signing off.